The moment you walk into your cruise cabin, you could already be getting charged, and most people over 60 don't even realize it until it's too late. Some people have been billed hundreds of dollars for damage that wasn't even theirs. And what you do in your first 30 minutes inside that cabin can be the difference between a relaxing vacation and a very expensive mistake. I'm going to show you the 20 things you must do before you unpack, because number 14 alone is costing people more money than all the others combined. After analyzing hundreds of real cruise complaints and speaking with former cabin stewards, here's what cruise lines don't tell you. Stay with me because the last one is the most common hidden charge, and almost nobody catches it until it's too late. And I'll give you the exact phrases to use so the crew actually takes you seriously. And if you want to avoid costly mistakes like this on every trip, make sure you subscribe because these are the kind of insider tips most people only learn the hard way. Tip 20. Document everything. Before you touch anything, take out your phone and record your entire cabin. Not later. Not after you unpack. Right now. Walk in, hit record, and slowly capture everything. The carpets, the furniture, the balcony, the bathroom. Zoom in on anything that looks even slightly off. Scratches, stains, marks. Because here's the truth most people don't realize until it's too late. On a cruise, you're guilty until proven innocent. A 68-year-old traveler walked into her cabin, unpacked, enjoyed her trip, and thought everything was fine until the final bill. A $340 charge for a carpet stain she didn't make. The problem? She had no proof it was there before she arrived. And by the time cruise lines process these claims, you're already off the ship. So here's the move. Record a full 60-second video the moment you walk in. Say the date out loud. Get everything on camera. Because if you can't prove it, you could be paying for it. Tip 19. Bed bug check. A 72-year-old boarded her cruise excited for a relaxing week at sea. The cabin looked spotless. Fresh sheets. Clean bathroom. Nothing seemed wrong. By day 3, she was covered in bites. What she didn't know is that bed bugs don't care how clean a room looks. They hide in places you don't think to check, deep in mattress seams, behind headboards, inside tiny crevices. And once you unpack, it's already too late. Here's what you do. Before your luggage touches the bed, pull back the corners of the mattress. Look closely at the seams. You're searching for tiny rust-colored spots or small black dots. Check behind the headboard, even the edges of the bed frame. It takes less than a minute, but it could save your entire trip. Because if you miss this at the start, you're not just dealing with discomfort. You could be dealing with medical bills and a vacation you'll never forget for the wrong reasons. Tip 18. Remove decorative items. Those pillows. They may not have been washed in weeks. They look clean, neatly placed, maybe even luxurious. But here's what most people don't realize. Those decorative throw pillows and bed runners aren't cleaned nearly as often as you think. In fact, they can go through dozens of passengers before they're ever properly sanitized. Think about that. Handled, moved, leaned on, over and over again. And yet, when you walk into your cabin, they're sitting right where your face and hands will be. This is where a lot of travelers make a simple mistake. Treat everything on the bed as clean. It's not. So here's what you do. The moment you walk in, remove every decorative pillow and that bed runner. Put them in the closet, under the sofa, anywhere away from where you sleep. Create a clean zone that's actually yours. Because comfort on a cruise isn't just about what looks good, it's about what's actually clean. Tip 17. The dirtiest items. The dirtiest thing in your cabin isn't the bathroom. It's the TV remote, followed closely by the light switches, the door handles, and the phone. These are the surfaces every single guest touches, but they're also the ones most likely to be skipped during quick cabin turnovers. The sheets get changed, the bathroom gets cleaned, but these small items? Often overlooked. And that's where problems start. A traveler got sick just days into her cruise and later traced it back to one of these high-touch surfaces. Not the food, not the water. Something as simple as a remote control. Here's the fix. Bring disinfecting wipes in your carry-on. The second you enter your cabin, wipe down the remote, the switches, the handles, even the thermostat. It takes 2 minutes. But skipping it? That's a risk you don't want to take, especially at sea, where getting sick can ruin the entire experience. Tip 16. Bathroom failure test. If this breaks at night, you're stuck until morning. And on a cruise ship, that's not just inconvenient. It can completely ruin your first day. Here's what most people do. They walk into the cabin, glance at the bathroom, assume everything works and move on. Big mistake. Because if the toilet won't flush or the shower won't drain, you won't find out until you actually need it. And by then, maintenance might not be available for hours. There was a traveler who discovered her shower wouldn't drain while she was standing in it, water rising around her feet, and no fix until the next day. Here's what you do instead. The moment you arrive, run the shower for at least 30 seconds. Watch how it drains. Flush the toilet. Test the sink. Make sure everything works exactly how it should, because this is one of those problems that's easy to fix early and extremely frustrating if you wait. And this is where most people relax, and that's exactly when things start going wrong. Tip 15. AC test. If you don't test this now, you might not sleep tonight. One of the most common complaints on a cruise isn't the food or the crowds, it's the temperature inside the cabin. And the worst part? Most people don't realize there's a problem until they're getting ready for bed. By then, it's too late. You turn the thermostat down, expecting that cool air to kick in, but nothing changes. The room stays warm, stuffy, uncomfortable. And when you call for help, maintenance might not come until morning. That's an entire night ruined. So here's what you do. The moment you walk into your cabin, go straight to the thermostat and set it to the coldest setting. Then leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes while you do everything else. When you come back, the difference should be obvious. If it's not cooler, don't wait. Call immediately, because fixing it in the afternoon is easy. Waiting until night? That's when you pay for it with your sleep. Tip 14. Noise audit, big money tip. This is the one that gets more people moved than anything else. And most don't catch it until it's already too late. Here's what happens. You walk into your cabin, everything looks fine. Clean, quiet, comfortable. So you unpack, settle in, maybe even lie down for a bit. But what you didn't realize is what's above you, or beside you. It could be the pool deck, a nightclub, a service corridor, a connecting cabin with thin walls. And the noise doesn't start until later. That's when the music kicks in. The footsteps, the dragging chairs, the vibrations you can't ignore. By then, you've already unpacked. And now, the ship is full. No more room changes. So here's what you do. When you first enter, stop. Stand still for 60 seconds. Listen carefully. Check for rattling walls, distant bass, hallway noise. Because if it's noticeable now, it will be unbearable later. And catching it early is the difference between a peaceful cruise and a sleepless one. Tip 13. Meet your cabin steward, insider advantage. This one simple interaction can change your entire cruise experience. Most people don't think about it. They walk into their cabin, get comfortable, and only speak to their cabin steward if something goes wrong. But that's a missed opportunity. Because your cabin steward isn't just there to clean your room. They control access to things most passengers don't even know are available. Extra pillows, mattress toppers, ice service, even small upgrades that can make your stay noticeably more comfortable. And here's the reality. There's a limited supply of these items. The people who ask first get them. So here's what you do. Within the first 30 minutes, step into the hallway and introduce yourself. Learn their name. Be polite, be friendly. Then make your requests early. Because once everyone else starts asking later in the day, it may already be gone. And that one simple conversation, it can quietly upgrade your entire cruise. Tip 12. Fix bed setup immediately. Wait until night, and you're stuck. This is one of those small issues that turns into a big problem if you ignore it early. You walk into your cabin expecting a comfortable bed setup, maybe a queen or a king. But instead, you find two twins pushed together. Slightly uneven. A gap in the middle. It doesn't seem like a big deal at first, until you try to sleep. That gap becomes impossible to ignore. You're constantly adjusting, trying to stay comfortable, waking up more than you should. And when you finally decide to fix it, it's late. The crew is busy, and your request gets pushed to the next day. So here's what you do. The moment you walk in, check the bed. If it's not set up the way you want, fix it immediately. Find your steward and ask right away. Because during the day, it takes minutes. At night, it becomes a problem you have to live with. Quick question. What's the worst surprise you've ever had on a trip? I want to know. Tip 11. Secret free items. They don't tell you this because they don't want you asking. Most cruise cabins feel basic when you first walk in. What you see is what you assume you get. But here's what a lot of travelers never realize. There are extra comfort items available. You just have to ask for them. Things like robes, extra pillows, mattress toppers, daily ice service, even additional hangers. None of it is advertised clearly. And that's not by accident. Because the fewer people who ask, the less the cruise line has to provide. Here's the catch: there's a limited supply. So the passengers who request these items early, they get them. Everyone else hears, "Sorry, we're out." That's why timing matters. Within your first hour on board, speak to your cabin steward and politely request anything that would make your stay more comfortable. Because once the rush starts later in the day, those small upgrades that make a big difference may already be gone. Tip 10. Mini fridge trap. Move one item, and you could be charged instantly. That mini fridge in your cabin might look like free space. Empty enough to use. Convenient for your drinks or medication. But here's what most people don't realize. Many of those items are tracked. You don't even have to consume anything. Just moving a bottle, shifting a snack, or taking something out temporarily can trigger a charge. And you may not notice it until the end of your cruise. That's when it adds up. So here's the rule. Assume everything in that fridge costs money. Before you touch anything, take a quick photo of what's inside. Then, if you want to use the space, ask your cabin steward to empty it for you. That's the safest option. Because what looks like a simple convenience can quietly turn into a bill you never expected. Tip 9. Safe malfunction. She missed her flight because of this. It sounds extreme, but it happens more often than you'd think. A traveler locked her passport, cash, and valuables inside the cabin safe on the first day. Everything seemed fine, until the last morning. The safe wouldn't open. The battery had died. Now she's waiting for security. They have to come, verify everything, and force it open. Time is ticking. Disembarkation is happening. And she misses her flight. All because of something that could have been checked in seconds. So here's what you do. Before you put anything valuable inside, test the safe. Lock it. Unlock it. Make sure the keypad responds quickly and the door opens without hesitation. Because once your valuables are inside, you're completely dependent on that small device working perfectly. And if it doesn't, the consequences can follow you long after the cruise ends. Tip 8. Power outlet check. Don't discover this at 11 p.m. Cruise cabins aren't known for having lots of outlets. And the ones they do have, they're often hidden in awkward places, behind the TV, under the desk, near the bed. But here's the bigger issue. Not all of them work. Most people only find this out when they actually need them, charging their phone before bed, plugging in medical equipment, or getting ready for the next day. And when nothing powers on, there's not much you can do about it in that moment. So here's the move. As soon as you get into your cabin, locate every outlet and USB port you can find. Plug something in. Test each one. If anything doesn't work, report it immediately. Because during the day, it's a quick fix. At night, it becomes a problem you have to work around. And now we get into the things that separate experienced cruisers from everyone else. Tip 7. TV plus Wi-Fi setup. Most people never even find this feature. You walk into your cabin, maybe turn on the TV once or twice, and that's it. But hidden inside that system is something that can completely change how your cabin feels, especially if you don't have a window. Many cruise cabin TVs have a live bridge cam channel. It shows real-time views from the front of the ship. Ocean, horizon, daylight, weather, everything. And most people never even scroll far enough to find it. So they spend days feeling disconnected, not knowing if it's morning or evening, especially in interior cabins. Here's what you do. Turn on the TV as soon as you get in. Scroll through every channel until you find the bridge cam or navigation view. Leave it on when you're in the room. While you're at it, connect to the ship's Wi-Fi immediately. Early on, speeds are faster and setup is smoother. Because waiting until later? That's when thousands of devices slow everything down. Tip 6. Check your perks. If it's missing on day 1, you may never get it back. Cruise bookings can include all kinds of perks: free drinks, Wi-Fi, laundry, onboard credit, priority access. But here's the problem. Mistakes happen, and if you don't catch them early, they often don't get fixed later. Many travelers assume everything is already applied correctly. They trust the system. They wait a few days before checking. By then, it's too late. So here's what you do. As soon as you're settled, open the cruise app or visit guest services and review your account in detail. Check your perks, your dining times, your excursions, your onboard credit. Make sure everything you paid for is actually there. Because once you're a few days into the cruise, getting those missing benefits added back becomes much harder and sometimes impossible. Tip 5. Hidden storage. If it looks like it opens, it probably does. Cruise cabins are designed to be compact, but they're also designed to be efficient. The problem is, most people only use what's obvious: the closet, a few drawers, maybe the desk. And that's it. Meanwhile, there's unused space all around them. Drawers under the sofa, shelves behind mirrors, storage inside ottomans, compartments that don't look like compartments at first glance. So they end up living out of their suitcase, feeling cramped, constantly stepping over things. Here's what you do instead. Take a few minutes to explore your cabin like you're solving a puzzle. Open everything. Check everywhere. Because the more storage you find, the more space you create. And that small shift, from cluttered to organized, can completely change how comfortable your cabin feels for the rest of the trip. Tip 4. Magnetic hacks. This is one of the simplest tricks and one of the most effective. Cruise cabin walls are made of metal. That means magnets stick to them, and that gives you an advantage most people completely overlook. Instead of piling things on counters or leaving items scattered around, you can turn your walls into usable space. Hang hats, lanyards, bags, even wet clothes. Keep your daily essentials visible and off the floor. Imagine walking into your cabin on day one. Everything in small piles, cluttered, hard to find. Now compare that to a setup where everything has its place, neatly hanging, easy to grab. Same cabin, completely different experience. All it takes is a few magnetic hooks or organizers. Because when your space is organized, your entire trip feels smoother and a lot less stressful. Tip 3. Underbed storage hack. This alone makes your cabin feel twice as big. Most travelers leave their suitcases sitting in the corner of the room. Closed, bulky, always in the way. They walk around them, trip over them, constantly shifting things just to create space. But here's the better way. The space under your bed is designed for storage, and it's one of the largest and used areas in the entire cabin. So instead of leaving your luggage out, slide it under the bed as soon as you unpack. Even better, leave one suitcase slightly open and use it as a hidden drawer for laundry or bulky items. Now your floor is clear, your space feels open, and everything has a place. It's a small adjustment, but it completely changes how your cabin feels from day one. Tip 2. Balcony plus AC mistake. This catches even experienced cruisers. You step into your cabin, open the balcony door, and let that fresh ocean air flow in. It feels relaxing, natural, like part of the experience. But what most people don't realize is, on many modern ships, the moment that balcony door opens, the air conditioning shuts off. Completely. It's controlled by a sensor designed to save energy. So while you think you're cooling the room and enjoying the breeze at the same time, you're actually doing the opposite. Within minutes, the cabin starts to feel warm, then humid, then uncomfortable, and it gets worse. If you open the balcony door and the hallway door at the same time, you create a wind tunnel effect. Papers fly, doors slam, temperature spikes. Here's the rule. Never run the AC with the balcony door open. Pick one or the other. Because this small mistake can quietly turn your comfortable cabin into a place you don't want to spend time in. Tip 1. Free items trap. That water? It's not free. It looks like it is. Sitting neatly on the desk, maybe next to a couple of snacks. Almost like a welcome gift. And that's exactly what makes this so effective. Because most people don't question it. They assume it's included. They take a sip, open a snack, and think nothing of it. Until the bill shows up. Those items are almost always charged separately, and they're often not included in drink packages either. So what feels like a small, harmless decision turns into an unexpected cost by the end of the trip. And it adds up faster than you think. Here's what you do. The moment you enter your cabin, check every item that looks complimentary. If there's no clear label saying it's free, assume it's not. And if you don't plan to use it, ask for it to be removed. Because the easiest charges to avoid are the ones you never touch in the first place. But here's the truth. Most cruise disasters don't actually start in the cabin. They start at the terminal. Before you ever step on the ship, there are small mistakes, documents, timing, luggage rules that can cost you hundreds or even stop you from boarding completely. And the worst part? Most people don't realize it until it's too late. So if you want to avoid being denied boarding or losing money before your cruise even begins, watch this next video right here. And make sure you subscribe Because these are the kind of simple mistakes that can turn an entire trip upside down, and I don't want that happening to you.